Good afternoon, dear viewers, and welcome to yet another edition of the Agape Women Fellowship Podcast. I guarantee you this is an edition where you would learn, you'll be educated, you'll be informed. On the set today, we have an Agapearian, a woman of virtue, a woman of value, a woman that has been impacted by Agape, and she herself is an Agape girl, as I call her. But before we get to knowing her more, I want to remind us that we've talked about the core values that we uphold in Agape. And I promised you I'll be bringing some guests on this platform to tell us their thoughts about the values that we want to inculcate in our young girls, in our aged women, and why not young boys in our society. So we have impacted and we keep impacting. Today, we are going to be hearing some of those impact stories. And I want you to just follow us, be part of us, and don't leave your screen, because there's a lot to share today. So right away, I'm going to be introducing to you our guest on the platform. I call her guest, but she's actually not a guest because she is an Agape woman. An Agape woman who joined Agape from inception. And because she has encountered this unconditional love of God, she has seen the attributes of Agape manifested. And I think she stands a better place of letting us know what she has experienced over the years in Agape, the impact that she herself has received, and how she has impacted her sphere of influence, and a lot more. So dear viewers, I want to introduce to you Madam Penvaga Unice, who will be introducing herself to you. Unice, you are welcome on the set.
Thank you very much, Mama, for this opportunity. I am Bambot Unice Penvaga. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm an entrepreneur. I am involved in so many things to make life moving. Now, I joined Agape Women in 2017, and I was moved to join on the very first day the program was introduced to me. And from that time up to now, I can say I made the best decision of my life. Among my peers, in my area, in my community, in my family, everyone can say there has been a great change in my life. Not like I was a bad person, but at least I've become better. Better in personality, better in relationship, better in the things of God, better in other aspects of my life. Agape Women has opened my eyes to so many things that I never knew I could do. It is through Agape Women that I am able to gather one or two persons to teach them about something. Those are attributes that were embedded in me, but I never knew. Agape Women gave me a platform some time ago, and I ministered, and up to today, people are still calling me and appreciating what I imparted in them. And through that, I also imparted myself. Agape Women is an intentional gathering of women where they help us to get so intentional about everything that we are doing in life. In our career, we handle them intentionally. In home building, we handle them intentionally. In parenting, we handle them intentionally. And I believe that we are out there to help a group of women who are wandering, not knowing their left from their right. Though when we organize conferences, we reach out to such category of women. Agape Women has been of great help. And I want to believe that if women are looking for somewhere to belong, they should come to Agape Women. They will enjoy it.
Wow. I think that was a wonderful intro. And from what she just told us now, you can say you have an insight of what we do at Agape Women. Now, we have organized a series of conferences that through the teachings in these conferences, women have discovered who they really are. Remember, we are a purpose-driven organization where if you don't know yourself, when you come to Agape, will help you to discover who you are as a woman and who you are as who God called you to be. So, the attributes of Agape are honesty, truth, just like the Bible says in Philippians 4:13, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, of good report, of virtue. If there be any virtue in it, think on these things. We at Agape Women, we are trying to revamp society. We know that there are so many things going wrong in our society today, especially concerning women. We are expected to be the stronger version. Honestly, we are expected to be those who have been created as helpmeet to bring solution to the world. I said when you train a woman, you have trained a nation. Because when women know who they are and what is expected of them, and they are able to manifest what is inside of them, if they are able to be aware of who really they are, then society will be a better place. And through Agape Women, like you heard from Sister Unice, many have been impacted and many are yet to be impacted. We have reached out to young girls, we have reached out to other women, and we believe that their stories are stories that slay because they have experienced changes in their own lives and they are thriving in their families, thriving in their communities. And I believe from what she said, she testified herself that it's not that she was a bad person, but through the teachings she has gotten from Agape Women, she is a better version of herself. Now, I want to ask just this one question, and it's going to Sister Unice actually. We have been trying to make women live a better life. We have been trying to transform women and change the mindset of women to let them know that they are more than enough. I want you to throw a little bit of light on the worth of a woman, because there are many women out there who are not getting it right because they don't really know who they are. And this is a transformation we want to make in the lives of women. Because if you know who you are, you will know how to behave, you will know how to act, you will know what to do per time. So talking about the worth of a woman, because Agape Women is an organization that actually wants to bring out the worth, the best of a woman, the values that are in a woman that can be emulated. So can you throw a little light on that? Thank you.
I am a bit worried because women are in a position where they feel like they have been tagged the weaker version, and that alone keep them in a particular corner. But Agape Women Fellowship has come to differ with that. We here at Agape Women, we focus on things that make women the helpmeet of the society that we should be. When things are going wrong in a particular area, if you are a woman and you are there, that means you are not doing your job. Anywhere you find yourself as a woman, make sure you put an adjustment. There are things that we don't just sit and watch them fail, because we, as the helpmate of the society, we are expected to fix things. We are the fixers. Agape Women has organized conferences that has taught us on how to fix little things that we have seen that they are going astray in the community. You cannot be in an environment and children are just misbehaving and you don't see how you can call them to order in a nice way. There are certain small values that women have neglected because they tag us the weaker version. But Agape Women has reminded us that women are fixers. Help meet me that have come to do what somebody could not do better. And if you are indeed a fixer, I bet you open your mind to that word fixer, you will discover that there are so many things that you should do and do right. I think I've said something about that.
That's very correct. Women are fixers. I picked that because why are we fixers? We are the solution providers. Because a lot is embedded in us. That is why God gave us extra things that He did not put in the men. We have a womb. that carries destinies, and we are expected to groom these destinies to be what God has created them to be. And so if we see that things are not going right, we are the ones to fix them. If we see that there are problems around us, we are the ones to bring solution to them. That is what makes us helpmates. And I bet you in Agape Women, this is just a tip of the iceberg. There is a lot we have to offer to you out there. We have our outreach programs where many in our communities have known us because we have reached out to them and showed them love. For example, we have a lady that was downcast and out. She had lost her husband and lost a child. So she was battling with the fact that she's a widow and the fact that, her child is gone. And living in a community as Agape Women, we discovered her because that is one of the things that we focus on. We give help where help is needed. It is a solution we are providing to our communities. And I bet you are a witness. We had to come to the rescue of this woman. And we decided to pay her rents. We decided to give her, some allowance, bought food for her. And today, she's a happy woman. She's joyful. And her life has a meaning. And because of that, she herself wanted to find out who these women are. And she discovered that these are women of God. She experienced the love of God through what she was going through. Yes, there is something you want to throw on that. You may do that.
Yes, I appreciate the fact that we were able to reach out to her and she decided to belong. In another side, I would say that women have been trained to think that they should always be on the receiving end. And with that, we become unnecessarily lazy, always making demands, especially for men and so on. But Agape Women, with their skill acquisition program, we have trained women to be able to take care of themselves and even reach out to men. Why do you think that people should always be giving you? Why? That is why many women are failing now, because our hands are supposed to be active. We have organized programs during our conferences that has empowered women to start small businesses, and many of them are thriving today. It was in Agape Women Conference that I learned how to make super yogurt. I might not be using it as a business, but I am using it in my home and we are consuming yogurt in our home because of Agape Women. Fish roll training, natural juice ideas, and other small ideas that came up, and things were put together for us to see how we can help and empower ourselves and become young entrepreneurs. And many of these women who felt like they could just fold their arm and be making requests are now reaching out to others and helping others. So Agape Women has really been of help to all of us. I cannot testify alone. Many will still come up for testimonies.
Thank you so much. That's correct. And that is why at Agape Women we train. We don't just give you, we train you how to fish, and we don't just give you fish to eat. So when we see that you are in a kind of situation, we show you love by bringing you closer to us and training you to be the better version of you. So thank you so much, Sister Unice. I believe that our viewers have heard, they have been informed, and they have learned something. That as a woman, you are a helpmate, not only for yourself, not only for your family, but also for the community. You meet the needs of those around you. So I promise you that in our next edition, we'll also be bringing on board another Agape woman who will give you another picture of what Agape women have been doing and how lives have been impacted through Agape Women. Thank you also very much, dear viewers, and hope to see you in our next podcast. And in our next podcast, we shall be talking about the values of respect. We want the viewers out there to know that Agape Women are making a change. We are going back to the old days. Some people may call us old school, but these values are very important in our society. And when they are upheld, you see that our children will be better, the society will be a better place to be. Without letting the cat out of the bag, I invite you to join us in our next podcast. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye. One love.